Hi, I'm Connie Melton, a Silver Elite Independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in McKinney, Texas. A few weeks ago we had a workshop scheduled and it had to be canceled, unfortunately, and this is the fourth of 6 things that we were going to learn about using household items to make cards with. So today's is all about plastic wrap. So stick with me or go grab some saran wrap and some scrap cardstock. And I'll meet you back here in a second when I turn the camera around. Okay, today we're going to work with the beautiful balloon set and, well, the bundle actually. It's the stamp set and the dies. We're also using the paper that came from that suite. Here are the dies, most of the dies. Some I have over here to ready to cut things out with. There's even confetti. This makes like a fringe type look. Really cute die. And I've already started working on this sheet. I have put a couple of the colors that are in the paper we're going to use. It's from the suite. I used, I actually used, here they are, Parakeet Party. And I put a little Berry Burst on there and a little Azure Afternoon. And now I'm going to put a little bit of this yellow that's in here. And you'll see I've been playing. I also have some samples to show you. I'm just pulling off some plastic wrap. You don't even really need that much. Don't want to wrinkle it and crinkle it too much. You want it to have some buoyancy, I guess you'd say. This takes a light touch. And I'll show you where I have been stamping off some of that because it does come off the pad fairly heavy. This is Daffodil Delight. I'm going to open your ink. And you want to use a different piece of plastic for every color because you do not want to contaminate your pads. So you can see I'm getting some ink on there, but I am going to, you would not have wanted that, unless you're wanting to do big, bold, bright colors and big patterns, then that would be perfect. But for me, what I'm trying to do is just add a little bit of yellow to this mix. So I'm gonna tap off, and then kind of like other things, you can always add more. You can't take it away. So do it lightly till you get the color you want. And yes, this is a lot of different colors, but it's for a reason, and I will show you why now. This dries pretty quickly. I have already used the dies and cut out from that suite this clear acetate that has balloon confetti on it in a couple of different sizes. Now I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to cut some balloons to go with that. You could also, you know, do the whole strip. You could make backgrounds with this. You could make a piece that you would put on the front or the inside, just a small piece of it. I am going to cut this down, my trimmer. I'm not going to waste it. It's kind of pretty. I'm just going to use part of this. And I still have lots where I was using the pink over here. Okay, I'll bring in my cut and emboss machine. I'm going to put the balloon paper on here. We need a couple of the big ones, one of the little. Okay. All right. there's one wild balloon. There's another wild balloon, and then we need one more big one. And I've already cut a couple of tassels out, and I'll show you a little something about those tassels. We have a product that's sticky on both sides, and it's wonderful when you have a die that is very intricate like the tassel. So you just take the material and peel back one layer, stick it down to your paper. You can see there's still a little sticky showing on there. And then when you die cut, you have automatic sticky on the back of your products. And so with something that's really tiny like this, that's perfect. Easier than trying to get glue into some of those spots. All right, so you can see this die just has the one tiny little hole. You just poke it there to release it. All right, let's set this out of the way. Okay, so I took a 6x6 piece of this paper, cut it down to 5 1/4. Took 2.5 inches of it for the front and the other 1/2 inch for the inside, just to tie them together. Then that leaves me a piece that I can use for the back, for make my envelope match as well. Take this on. Now we're going to play with those balloons that we created. Okay, we need glue dots for this. Scoot my dies out of the way so I don't lose them. I'm going to put a glue dot down at the very bottom because it's going to be covered up with a tassel. So that way it's not going to show. You can see I'm going to put that down at the bottom. Okay, so now I have a balloon with an outer balloon like you get at Disney World. Only mine aren't Mickey shaped, but that's okay. And we'll put another one on here. We're going to use 2 big and 1 little because the eye likes things in odd numbers. All right. And then we have one more little one. It's a glue dot. Glue dots are easy to use because you just stick them down and pull them up. They don't work in every situation, but they're pretty handy. Okay, now I have some of those little tassels. I'm going to go ahead and put my inside piece in. This one will probably be a birthday card, but it might be a congratulations, a hooray, woohoo, you did it kind of card. So, as with most of the cards I create, I don't put a sentiment on until I'm ready to send it. So this one will be ready for a sentiment. Okay. Now, I'm going to use one of these popped up, but the others will be down on the paper. So you can see through. Let's put this one, yeah. All right, we'll use the bigger one. And that little guy will get a small dimensional. We do have 2 different sizes. He's going to get a couple of small dimensionals. Let's put down one of our tassels first. You might have to use your pokey tool to get the paper off. All right, now it's sticky. Remember we used that double stick stuff? And we're going to cover up where we had our glue dot so it doesn't show. Have you tried any of these techniques over the last 3 weeks? The only person that I have that's shown hers on the site is Kelly Giese. So this week, since Kelly was the only one that posted for last week's set, she is winning a set of Stampin' Blends in Basic Black, both the light and the dark. So I will tell you in advance, I've just been saying surprise, but I will tell you in advance this week, whoever is chosen next week by placing your version of using the saran wrap in the comments on this video, you're going to win. Someone will win one of the Stampin' Up adhesive silicone mats. They're so handy. Again, I'm not putting any sentiment down here because I'm not sure exactly how I will use this card. But let me show you a couple of others. This is really fun, just playing with this. You do not want to get too heavy-handed, though, because that will mess up your pouncing, so to speak. But besides just doing something like that, you can do an entire background with the rainy look and the grass. Here's one that was done on Bubble Bath cardstock with Bubble Bath ink. So you can see it gives more of a pearlescent look. And these are, this was just a piece that was cut out of the daisy paper. It had several different things on it, and I just wanted to use the piece that had the Bubble Bath. This is our gold leafing. You put a little bit of glue down in the areas, put the gold leafing over it, let it dry, then brush away what you don't want, and it leaves beautiful gold leafing. And then this is an older one I had done back when we had glossy stock. We don't currently have glossy cardstock. Hopefully they'll bring it back for Christmas. This one was done on glossy cardstock. So as I move it, you can see the white ink that's on there. Makes for a beautiful wedding card. So give yours a try. Put it in the comments below to be eligible to win a silicone mat next week. And let me know which of these you prefer. If you prefer just having a pretty background like these, or a landscape look background, or just doing something fun within a card as one of your elements. Thank you for joining. I'll see you around the craft table.